Hello, my name is Kevin Oselinsky, and today I will be talking about the material science behind the modern lacrosse stick. As someone who has played lacrosse for almost a decade, about 8 or 9 years now, and now plays here at Boise State, I've always been curious about why different sticks feel and perform the way they do. This project gave me the chance to actually fully understand the science behind the equipment that I use on a day-to-day basis. So, why did I choose this topic? I chose this topic because lacrosse obviously has been a major part of my life. I've used tons of different sticks over the years, I've broken them, compared them, and I've learned which materials work best for my style of play. Players should care about this because a stick's materials directly affect how hard you can check, how accurate your passes and shots can be, and how long your equipment will last. And even if you don't play the sport, this is still a great example of how material science connects to real-world product design, athletics, and engineering. Now, a lacrosse stick has two main components. The shaft, which is typically made of aluminum or titanium alloys. You can also see it made of carbon fiber. And the head, which is almost always made of a nylon-based polymer or plastic. These materials are chosen because they need to balance strength, durability, stiffness, flexibility, and weight. Aluminum and titanium alloys create a strong, lightweight structure for the shaft, while the nylon-based polymer head provides enough stiffness for accurate throws, but enough flexibility to survive high-impact checks. Performance. As I said, lacrosse is a high-impact sport, so a stick needs to meet several key performance requirements. First, strength and durability. Sticks experience hard checks, collisions with other sticks, and large forces during shooting and passing. Aluminum and titanium resist denting, cracking, and deformation, which makes them so desirable for this application. Second, low weight. A lighter stick reduces fatigue and increases reaction speed. Aluminum alloys help keep the stick light, while titanium is slightly heavier but also offers superior durability. Third, controlled flexibility. Sticks cannot be completely rigid or else they would snap way too often. Offensive players often prefer more flex in their shafts for passing and shooting accuracy, while defenders, like myself, usually prefer a stiffer shaft to be able to throw stronger checks. Now, structure. The properties of these materials come directly from their microstructures. Aluminum alloys have a face-centered cubic crystal structure, or FCC. FCC metals are very ductile and good at absorbing impact without cracking. Aluminum shafts tend to bend slightly before they fail. Titanium alloys have a hexagonal closed-packed structure, or HCP. HCP materials are extremely strong, highly fatigue resistant, and maintain strength at low weight. This is why titanium shafts are so durable. Polymer heads use nylon-based polymers that combine stiffness with some flexibility. When they crystallize during their cooling process after injection molding, they become stronger and better at returning to their shape after checks or shots. These structural differences explain why each material behaves the way it does on the field. Now, properties and processing. The performance of a lacrosse stick also depends heavily on the way it is processed. Metal shafts are made using extrusion, which is when hot metal is pushed through a die or a mold to create the hollow tube shape. After shaping, the shafts go through heat treatment, which increases strength and hardness through precipitation hardening, while also improving fatigue resistance. Aluminum shafts are often anodized, which is a surface treatment that improves corrosion resistance, surface hardness, and it also adds a color or design to the shaft. Polymer heads are produced through injection molding, melting polymer pellets, injecting them into a mold and cooling them, and then finally removing the part. During cooling, as I mentioned before, crystallization occurs, which increases the strength and stiffness of the head. Together, these processing methods create a stick that is strong, light, flexible, and durable enough to survive repeated impacts in the sport. So, in conclusion, modern lacrosse sticks are a great example of how material science directly affects real-world performance. By choosing the right alloys, polymers, microstructures, and processing techniques, manufacturers create equipment that is lightweight, durable, and optimized for how players actually use it. Understanding this science helps explain why different sticks feel different and why the materials behind them matter.